Set in a small outback Australian town called Dungatar in the 1950s, the Dressmaker follows the quest of Tilly Dunnage, formerly known as Myrtle. Haunted by an alleged crime from her childhood, Tilly returns home after being ostracised for 25 years.
I'm back, you bastards.
To gain clarity and to take care of her amnesiac and alcoholic mother, who has earned the nickname Mad Molly throughout town.
I need you to remember me, Mum.
Mum?
I need you to remember so I can remember.
Remember what?
Tilly is a fashionista, a dressmaker with experience of Paris and Milan, who brings her haute couture style in as exchange for information.
But it'll cost you. Cash.
And win over the townspeople to improve their lives and liberate them from silted, narrow moralism. But unfortunately, the sniping, prejudiced people of Dungatar aren't so quick to forgive. Directed by Jocelyn Moorhouse in 2014 and is based on the novel with the same name by Rosalie Hamm in 2000. The Dressmaker is a drama but has aspects of tragedy, romance and black comedy that explores themes such as revenge, creativity and karma. Throughout this essay, I'm going to deconstruct the art and science behind the aspects of film form and film narrative incorporated within The Dressmaker. Filmed in 2014, the 2-hour screen duration involves a 26-year storyline and 6-month plotline, where Tilly is characterised by cause and effect. This is revealed through flashbacks, which crack the temporal order because they are displayed through several parts of the film, which focuses attention on a pivotal moment in the story and makes the audience crave a resolution. Temporal frequency is recontextualised in the flashbacks as the restricted information about the death of Stuart Peterman is revealed piece by piece, at the same time Tilly is receiving the new information. This gives the audience a sense of familiarisation with Tilly. We are with her on her journey. Between cross-cutting, current time and flashbacks, the juxtaposition is meaningful. The current time is vibrant and contains highly exposed landscapes, whereas the flashbacks are dark, gloomy and desaturated, almost to the point where it is just black and white. This resembles a time in Tilly's life where her memories are dark and colourless, a time extremely traumatic. The flashbacks are also enhanced with slow motion and static locked off shots, as if all the information you need is in the shot right here, take it as you will. Throughout the film, eye level and just below eye level are frequently familiar, but only once is the camera canted. This camera angle is utilised to emphasise the flashbacks and indicates the seriousness of the scene. As Bain 2014 indicates, a shot in which the camera angle is deliberately slanted to one side. This can be used for dramatic effect and helps portray unease, disorientation, frantic or desperate action, intoxication or madness. In the scene where Gertrude reveals her new and improved self, the music enhances Gertrude's entrance. As the singer lyrics,
"There's a story in our town of the prettiest girl around. Golden hair and eyes of blue, how those eyes can flash at you."
As she says that, Gertrude walks through the door coincidentally.
Who is that?
Something is obviously different about her, and this is shown by the reaction of the townspeople. High contrast fill lighting is used to highlight her features and her costume. The light is soft so it gives her pale skin an extra glow in contrast to the dress and juxtaposition to everyone else's boring coloured clothing. Her movement is exaggerated by a slow motion edit to enhance the slow pace of the romantic music. It also denotes to be a point of view angle from William Beaumont, when time slows down and he is absorbed by the moment and nothing else matters. As the scene ends, William says,
You look like someone out of a movie.
and exactly where Gertrude's profile was, the edit is graphically matched to the profile of Gloria Swanson from Sunset Boulevard. High contrast fill is also used when Tilly is at the football game,
You leaving?
and she has changed her dress from red to black.
I'm going to change.
It is used in the form of reflectors and diffusers to spread the exposure to make soft light. This is to accentuate her pale skin and give it a youthful glow. The black dress worn connotes independence, intimidation, power and outcast. Furthermore, connotation is indicated when it seems like she takes her top off and flashes the town, which is aided by the non-diegetic whistling. But, in fact, the denotation is that she merely flashes a little extra skin and she is trying to distract the opposite team. An additional scene where lighting affects the emotional implication is when Marigold is waiting in the kitchen. From the colour of the light, you can tell her emotional state is unsteady. The light is positioned at a low angle to emphasise her silhouette. She has a motive and he is unaware. Red is a signifier for love, but in this situation, it is a signifier for chaos and blood. Red is utilised often throughout the film. Here are some examples. Space is explored on-screen and off-screen by extreme wide shots, which show how wide and broad the landscape is. Here shows how clustered and small the town is, but in fact the town was built for the film, and Molly's house was purposely placed on top of the hill to symbolise her being an excluded outcast, looking down on everyone. Diegetic and non-diegetic sounds aid in the off-screen space. For example, when Tilly and Teddy are at the table, you can't see the table, but you can hear Tilly flicking the end of a cigarette into an ashtray. When Tilly first arrives, she is metaphorically holding her sewing machine like a gunfighter holds a pistol. Tilly's sewing machine is a symbol of her, and so is Una's, but Tilly's has a very well-known brand labelled on the case, whereas Una's is just a plain case. This signifies that although they are both dressmakers, Tilly always has the best and she can make the best. Una is not so classified. Thinking that because Barney is disabled, he is re-establishing the fact that Tilly moved away and he remembers her. But, in fact, he repeats throughout the entire film.
She moved. You moved.
We've come back.
But she moved. You moved, Tilly. You moved.
Shut up, Barney.
No! She moved.
There is no context until he explains.
I saw him. He done it himself. I saw. She moved. She moved.
And this is finalised by the framing of the flashbacks. The ending scene is conveyed by an extreme close-up of Tilly's eyes when her character has found her resolution. She lights her cigarette and says,
Tilly Dunnage is no longer cursed.
She goes out in style, rolling a red carpet down the hill to the town and sets it on fire, burning the town down, reaping what she has sown. And as the final scene sums the film up,
Where you headed, miss?
Paris.
This train's to Melbourne, stops at Hay, Oyen and Birchip.
Melbourne, then.
Fire someplace.
Yes. Dungata.
Burning off rubbish, were they? Looks like they overdid it.
You never met the rubbish.